Just say to this one, wow, this is very, very complex. So if we thought the first panel had complexity, this one, to me at least, to my ear, is even more complex. But it's clear to me that, once again, there's some actions that we can probably take in the near term. There's other actions that probably have to be teed up for the longer term. But again, I think excellent discussion. It's clear to me there's frustration on this one all around, and let's see if we can't try to solve some of that.
Chief Master Sergeant David Vassar.
John Vassar.
Andrew Vassar.
For myself, the EFMP program started it was actually 9 years ago right now. I was in Hawaii and my wife got diagnosed with liver failure. And we had to get a humanitarian PCS out of Hawaii. The kids were fairly young. It was kind of one of those traumatic experiences because I got told my wife was going to pass away. And we got a PCS to Omaha, Nebraska, where we'd have family close by. But in the middle of that, we got a liver transplant, and my wife was able to survive and live, and it was really great. But since then, because of that ongoing medical need, we have had to stay in the EFMP program, and that's going to be something that we live with for the rest of my career, is that ongoing medical support within EFMP. The EFMP advocates that there were 6 of us NCOs that have kind of established. It's kind of a felt need where we weren't able to find the support that we needed to help us out get the care for either our children or, for my case, my spouse, to navigate everything. And it's been really inspirational because we've seen a lot more people raise their hands and say, I actually do know something about that, let me help you with this, or I don't know this, can someone help me? And being able to watch other airmen just, yeah, let me help you because I've watched that path and I understand it and I can help you out with it.
So Fort Meade, our wing leadership, they just took an invested interest in this, and they championed for an EFMP family support coordinator for the thousands of airmen that we have stationed at Fort Meade, and we were successful. We got our EFMP family support coordinator. We championed for it through Air Combat Command, and I think the organizations are showing that felt need, and we showed that felt need through our program. One thing I want to
more people in EFMP I meet, I keep hearing these same stories of, oh, this person, oh, this person. And I think that's one of those things that we don't talk about enough of how great it is, the airman spirit and helping each other out. And we can do so much with just a little bit of caring and a little bit of time. And that's why I like the EFMP advocates, is airmen helping airmen. And we know what we need to do to help each other out. And just 20 minutes of time to give some advice makes a world of difference. And if we can expand that and then institutionalize it and get it to the children and everybody else through the Airman Family Readiness Center, that would just be phenomenal. So that way they get the support too. Because looking back, I didn't do enough for my kids. I couldn't, but it would have been nice if there was something there that would have brought them in and other kids would have looked at them and said, I know that pain, I can help you out.
We've bonded over this, of course. We're closer than most siblings probably are, but we've helped each other to calm down from this. He's helped me calm down many times about this, and I appreciate it. But Jer and I have helped each other a lot throughout this, and really couldn't have gotten this far without each other, I don't think.
Yeah, I remember, you were probably too young, but I remember when we were little kids and this had just happened, and we were in our other parts of our family's houses, and we were moving around like every month or so to other different family members. I just remember being in each of those rooms and having to help each other for not crying at night because you know, she was so bad she couldn't call us, or if she did, she was out of it. Dad was too tired to really have a good conversation with her over the phone. And the rest of the family didn't really understand, so.
If there's a way for the Airman Family Readiness Center or the EFMP advocates that we're putting together, the kids need their peer group too. You know, both the kids have done the counseling and stuff like that, but just as an airman at ALS, when they're sitting there and they get to have that peer-to-peer conversation, and there's no better time than PME to have a good peer-to-peer conversation, the kids need the same things. And I think the forgotten group in EFMP is those that aren't the injured, isn't the Q person, it's those that are around that are trying to survive and get through it and help them all out, because who's looking out for them?
I'm Freshella Hodgman. It's actually Freshella Lang Hodgman to be exact. I just go by Mrs. Hodgman. But I was hired to start on September 1st as the Exceptional Family Member Program Family Support Coordinator to work with Air Force or Airmen. My background is in counseling psychology as well as regular psychology, so I've worked with foster care, mental health, behavioral, school. So I wanted to deal kind of more with the advocate side of the counseling field. So it was very new for me. It was a transition, but working with the airmen definitely gave me a fulfillment because I felt like I was helping not just the airmen so that they wouldn't be under stress when they, you know, are PCS, but with their families. But now, you know, I'm putting on a workshop this Thursday for coping skills for the airmen, and it's open to all the other branches as well. I've done some face-to-face already with some of the families that have been PCS'd over here. And then, of course, I met the advocate group, so I met Sarah already, I met Mr. Vassar. Families from the advocate group as well. I think there needs to be more communication, because even though in the beginning I was kind of shadowing some of the Army EFMP and looking at some of the things that they have in place as far as workshops and gathering, a lot of Air Force came out and other branches too, but when I met with the advocate group, it was a disconnect. Some of them didn't even know about some of the other events and things, so I would like to kind of mesh that together.
What do you see in the future with this program?
So now that I've met with the point of contact at Andrews, the medical side, and I've met with the Army side, I've kind of gathering the people here at Fort Meade for the Air Force, I think that I would like to do an annual like meet and greet, just so everyone can meet each other, because as you know, if you're enrolled in EFMP, we have somebody in place to enroll you for the medical side, but the paperwork still has to go to Andrews. So they will know it won't be like a foreign location for them. They'll know, okay, this is the person at Andrews. If you're ever in need of updating your paperwork or even enrolling or traveling or anything. I mean, like I said, I'm really enjoying my time. This is very new for me. So I'm just kind of taking it and just kind of striding with it just to be able to help the families. Like I said, advocate is new for me, but it's exciting because this is something I've always kind of wanted to do. So.